Hey, guess what? I filmed nothing. I did the whole job and filmed nothing. You wanna know why? You know why I didn't film anything? Because Saturday I got up at 5 o'clock in the morning and then was here by like 10, and then I worked till like 9:30 and didn't film any of it because I spent all that time working. I didn't stop to like go to the bathroom. I didn't stop to have lunch or anything. I just kept working the whole day. So I got the tub done. I got it completely done. Everything's I siliconed, caulked, screwed together. The plumbing's all hooked up. Everything's completely done. So in retrospect, I know why I quit doing this, because it sucks. I hate it. I did not like it. So here is the finished tub. Check it out. So here's the tub. So the tub was a plastic tub, as I said, and that's why I had to be replaced because it busted. And now I have a steel tub, which will not bust, but I have all the plumbing hooked up. The previous drain overflow plug thing did not work, and now guess what? It freaking works now because there's a new one installed, right? I got new fixtures, right? New fixtures, a new shower wand. Everything's hooked up, water tested. Everything is siliconed, right? So the tub isn't shorter, I don't think. I feel like it's the same height as the old tub. So the tubs come in different heights or whatever, and this is a kind of a medium height. I think it was 16 inches. I think that's what it was. And so it's slightly, I really don't know how to word it, but the whole thing is slightly lower. It could just be because of the decorative nature of the plastic tub. So I got the tub raised a little bit. I put some 2x4s down on the floor because they already had a couple back there for the old tub, just the way it sat there. So what I did is I put 2x4s down, and that actually not only reinforced the floor, which only had, one subfloor, and so that reinforced the floor for the extra weight because the steel tub's like 5 times heavier than that plastic tub. And then I also raised it up so I didn't have to mess with the shelf on the back because they had 2x4s along the back to reinforce the shelf in the back. So after I did all that and got everything leveled, the tub is nice and secure. It doesn't wobble. It sets right where it's supposed to set. Okay, first problem solved. Second problem, because the tubs were different, overflow didn't match up, needed no overflow. So they sell several different overflow kits at Lowe's, because that's my home improvement store. There is an Ace that is also in like an opposite direction, but Lowe's big box store is cheaper and sell the same Chinese crap. So obviously I went to Lowe's, and they sell multiple different kits. I got a kit that allows you to adjust everything because there isn't a lot of access from underneath. Yeah, you can access the drain, but there's like a hole, and that's it, and you have to do all that stuff. So I got the overflow system that's adjustable. That way it would be easier to adjust to get everything together. The P-trap for the tub is like wound up through both the hot and cold water pipes and the old knob and tube wire, which is still there, but from my understanding, it's not hooked up to anything. All the wiring in the house has been updated. So even though it's been updated, there's the wire's still there. So that was a pain because I didn't want to cut it just in case it was hooked up to anything. So anyway, that was a fiasco. I got that together. I believe there's no leaks. I need a second person to run the water while I watch it, so I'm gonna check that. Let's see what else. So new fixtures. I got the new fixture set up. It came with new a new wall mounting water thingy, whatever it's called. I don't know the words to it. But anyway, it came with a new one, and so I hooked all that up. I learned that whoever ran the water for this thing ran the hot water to the cold side and the cold to the hot water side, and I cannot change it because I'd have to like replumb the whole bottom. I'd have to like rerun all new pipes and stuff, and didn't really have time for that because it took me a whole 16-17 hours just to get to this part. So I didn't really have time for it. So I left it the way it was. You know, you're gonna get hot water first and then cold. So that's just the way you gotta turn it all the way over to get the cold. But we'll deal with it. Let's see, what else? I had to put up drywall all the way around because the old surround didn't need it because it was a heavier duty surround, and it was screwed into the wall, so it didn't have drywall. So the second I tore it off, you just had the studs. Had to put up drywall for both sides to put up this cheap flat plastic surround that goes all the way around. It's got the 1, 2, 3 shelves in both corners. There's 3 shelves over there, and the flat walls. Because the tub set lower, the surround core set lower, and that meant that there was a reveal at the top where the old drywall and the new drywall came together. So, had to run a trim piece around. Well, I mean, they didn't have to, but that was my choice to run a trim piece around the top. You know, when you trim stuff like this, it actually kind of, you know, makes it look a little bit better. But anyway, I ran the trim around the top. That's all siliconed in. The sides. So again, because everything is slightly shorter, as you can tell, I'll show the floor reveal here. So the old tub came right to there, and our new tub set back a little bit more. Again, not because the tub is a different size. I measured it. It is the same size, 30-inch tub. But just because the other one had more decorative stuff on the front, it came out further. So it sets back about 1.5 to 2 inches. And so because of that, the surround did exactly the same thing. It set back about 1.5 to 2 inches. So in order to fix that, to take care of that, trim. That was the old trick that we always use. Because mudding and painting is a pain and takes time and actually is way more expensive than putting up trim. So put up trim right here, ran it flush with the wall here, ran all the way down the tub. Now of course there is going to be a new floor that goes in here, and that's why the footprint of the tub is like all wacky-do, because I gotta put new floor down. Once that goes down, I have a baseboard trim to run along the edge. Another trick, same trick, to hide, to hide, make everything look all nice and pretty. I'll silicone all that in. It'll look gorgeous when I get done. Because of that, I only siliconed halfway down the tub and the trim. But you know, if you can't, what am I trying to say? If like this doesn't stop water, silicone and everything is going to stop water, because there's going to be you have to just throw water out of the tub for that you know, and a little bit of water is going to help to get the floor down and get everything fixed. Trying to think what else, if I had any issues. I had a couple issues. So for one, the spigot is what I'm gonna call it, but the thing that the water comes out of, it doesn't quite set right. It sets kind of at an angle, and I'm not sure why that is. Everything is like the threads and the screws and everything isn't cross-threaded or anything. It's setting like it's supposed to, so it has to be because there's something funky with the water line that comes down and out. So I'm not entirely sure what the deal is with that. But I got it screwed in all the way. It's secure, and I siliconed around the top and left that drain at the bottom because there's a drain in the back just in case water gets back there, it can drain out. So that was an issue. The shower head up at the top. So when your water line runs up to your shower head, here in the back is basically it has 2 screw holes. So you usually mount it to, you know, the inside of the wall there for your drain to come out. But I'm pretty sure that that isn't mounted in there. And again, if it were down here, I could have done something about that because this is all tore out. But because it's up there, I'd have to tear that out to fix that. So my shower head's wobbly. It's unfortunate, and also because of that, the thing doesn't, like, it sticks out. So the cover plate doesn't set flush against the wall. I'm pretty sure the old one didn't either. Let's see, trying to think what else. I think my trim looks better than the whoever put this tub thing in, whoever put that in. So my trim is better than theirs. So I mean, that's something. If a contractor did that and I did this, I'm not getting paid. One last thing, I think I did put the shower rod back up. It's in there. The curtains, everything. It didn't quite get back to where it was, and it's not painted in there, so could use a little bit of paint to make that look nice. That's not a big deal. I can take a brush and put the paint in there. My silicone job's kind of, I haven't done it enough, is what I'm trying to say. I did pretty decent for the guy at home doing it, the professional homeowner doing it. So it's, you know, the key is that it doesn't leak. There's no holes, no gaps. Everything is silicone. Just some spots don't look as pretty, or as purty, as my dad would say. One last thing I think I want to hit before I shut all this down. The front here, where the corner bead of the drywall and the other drywall is torn out because, you know, I needed to get in order to get the tub out. You have 2 options. 1, mud and paint. The other side looks exactly the same as this. So 1, mud and paint. 2, you know, I'm gonna say trim. And that's probably what I'm gonna end up doing. I'm probably gonna throw a piece of trim right down the corner here, cover that up. And it's a lot of trim, but it'll look pretty. Or it'll look clean, I guess I should say. I don't know about pretty. Pretty is pretty subjective, but it will look clean. It's unfortunate I have to do it that way, but as some guy that's not a mud guy, that's pretty much my only option. As you all know, I've mud and painted. I can do it. It takes like twice as long as somebody that knows what they're doing, and it still probably won't turn out as great, but I can do it. So that's my tub installation. It's all done. It's all nice. Hopefully it'll last the 10 years we got left here in this house. I mean, it should, and I don't know why it wouldn't, but other than that, next, I got a couple little projects around the house. I've got gate handles to replace. I should be able to get all that in a video. I got this floor. I'm going to install floor here. Got to figure out how to take apart some things in here in order to do that, but I will also do that on camera. You've seen me do the floor before. My brother's house, I believe I did a video where I did the floor. Not really complicated, except, like I said, getting around everything, cutting everything out around the corners. Other than that, thank you for watching. Sorry I couldn't get it, get it all, but I was trying to get it done in the short amount of time I had to do it in. Problem with the tub installation, you got to have 24 hours for your silicone to set in order to make sure that you don't have any leaks. So that's what we had to do. Thank you for watching. Tune in next time. You have no idea what I've got. Either got a podcast or I got a day in the life of. So thank you for watching. God bless you all. Like, share, subscribe to these videos, and as always, Godspeed.